Cadmus and Harmony, because the gods attended their wedding. Concerning Thebes of ancient Greece. In Greek mythology, Harmony was the daughter of two gods, according to the theogony of Hesiod, Ares and Aphrodite, the sister of Phobos and Deimos. She married the king of Thebes, Cadmus. Most of the Theban genealogies are related to this royal couple, and all of the large families of Thebes claim to be descendants from them. Even the Amazons, according to a tradition, were daughters of Harmony. However, according to another version, Harmonia or Harmony was the daughter of Zeus and Electra and came from Samothrace, from where she was abducted by Cadmus. This version is embraced by Euripides in the tragedy of Phoenix and Apollonius by Rhodes. She is therefore the sister of Dardanus and Jason. Cadmus, they say, met her on the island when he passed by looking for his sister Europa, who had been kidnapped by Zeus. After Cadmus served for 8 years as a slave of Mars to atone for the slaughter of the serpent of Castalia, Athena secured him the land of Viotia, which is an hour's drive by car north of Greece, of Athens. With the help of his Spartans, Cadmus built the Theban Acropolis, which was named Cadmea in his honor, and after being initiated into the mysteries that Zeus had taught to Jason, he married Harmony, the daughter of Aphrodite and Mars, or some say that Athena had given Harmony when Cadmus visited Samothrace. The weddings of Harmony and Cadmus took place in Samothrace, northern Greece, under the same conditions as in the Theban tradition. It was also said that Cadmus had stolen Harmony with the help of Athena. At the weddings of Harmony were present all the gods and goddesses who descended from the top of Mount Olympus with rich and wonderful gifts, while the muses sang the hymn of Hymenaeus. They brought gifts, the most famous of which were a veil and a necklace. The veil was a gift from the goddess Athena or Aphrodite, who had been woven by the Graces, and the necklace was made by Hephaestus. They also said that this necklace and this veil had been given to Harmony by Cadmus himself, who owned it indirectly from Europa, his sister, to which Zeus had once given them at the time of their love. Another tradition confirmed that this veil was the work of Athena and Hephaestus, and that the two deities had impregnated it with a philter which poisoned the descendants of Harmony. The reason for this act was the hatred that Hephaestus and Athena had against Harmony, because it was born from the love of Mars and Aphrodite. Later they offered them as a tribute to Delphi and stole them during the reign of Philip of Macedonia. Philip, of course, was the king of Macedonia, the father of Alexander the Great. This was the first mortal wedding attended by the Olympian gods. 12 golden thrones were set up for them in the house of Cadmus, where the present-day market of Thebes is located. I've been there. It's not much to look at. It's like Thebes today, the ancient Thebes of Greece. We have a little church there that has the tomb of St. Luke, the apostle, the doctor of the Apostle Paul. St. Luke, the evangelist, has his tomb there, and it's not much to look at. There's a step pyramid in the middle of that, where they say Cadmus is buried under the pyramid. So the 12 golden thrones were set up for them in the house of Cadmus, where the present-day market of Thebes is located. The gods all brought gifts. Aphrodite gave Harmony the famous gold necklace that Hephaestus had made, originally the love gift of Zeus to Cadmus' sister Europa, and that he offered one to the one who wore it invincibly. Athena gave her a golden dress, which she also secured to whomever she wore divine majesty, and she also gave her a series of flutes. And Hermes gave her a lyre, taught her the ceremonies of the great goddess, while Demeter secured her a rich harvest of barley, while leaning during the festivities with Jason in a field plowed 3 times. The Thebans also show the point where the muses played the flute and sang at the wedding, and where Apollo played his lyre. And for us Greeks, the wedding of Harmony and Cadmus is of great importance as an event and as a symbolism. It is the Greek marriage that, as a model, we, the descendants of the Greek nation, unconsciously follow for centuries. It is amazing the identification with this current spiritual and ritual dimension that we attribute to marriage, considering the great mystery, the beginning of the family, and the starting point of the most creative period of our lives. Cadmus, then, is initiated into the spiritual life in the ancient Greek mysteries. Initiated, he now marries Harmony, whose name also means mind, soul, and body in a perfect human combination. They had dinner, a wedding table was set, and they even offered gifts to the bride. Dorisasthe, Hermes did not Lyran, Athena did the assured bay and veil the pipes. The bride's veil and the necklace remind us of the way today's brides dress. Lyre and flutes were donated, and cymbals and drums by Electra, along with the knowledge of the mysteries of the great matter, to show how much importance is attached to music and to the awareness of the ceremonies of the mysteries. And Apollo, if you play the guitar, you will play the muses, and by praising the other gods, you will continue the marriage. According to Diodorus Sikeliotis, edition 49, all the gods blessed and brightened the marriage. They gave wishes for the couple to live, to be happy, euphemistically, to grow with good offspring, joined together, that is, as happens today to our offspring. Thebes, the long, was later symbolized from God, and that is, it's a city where the divine enters and the divine enters. It's also evident from Thebes in Egypt, whose original name is Diospolis, Zeus god city. Dios meaning Zeus. Children of Cadmus and Harmony were Semele, mother of the god Dionysus, Ino, mother of Melicertes, Oftonoi, mother of Actaeon, Agave, mother of Pentheus, and Polydoros, father of Laphdakos, who became his ancestor Oedipus from god Zenos. Semele conceived a child, Dionysus, and secret Iacchos. It continues the tradition of the first Dionysus, dismembered by the Titans before the great flood of Deucalion, the man of good omen. On his old age, in order to appease Mars, who had not completely forgiven him for killing the serpent, Cadmus resigned from the throne of Thebes in favor of Pantheus' grandson, the son of Juva's daughter from Ichion, the Spartan, and lived quietly in town. But when Pantheus was killed by his mother, Dionysus prophesied that Cadmus and Harmony, in a cart on which he would be dragged, would reign in barbaric hordes, the same barbarians, Dionysus said, would destroy many Greek cities. Eventually they would plunder the temple of Apollo, and they would receive a just punishment, but Mars would save Cadmus and Harmony after transforming them into snakes, and they would both live happily ever after in the Blessed Islands. Can you imagine? They were transformed into snakes. Oh. In their old age, when the prophecy was fully fulfilled, Cadmus and Harmony actually became serpents, black with blue dots, and Zeus sent them to the islands of Macaria, but some say Mars turned them into lions. When they died, they were buried in Illyria, where Cadmus had built the city of Vuthi. What can I tell you? Greek mythology. This is translated from a Greek article. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support, and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.